Bradford on Avon is one of the more attractive towns in Wiltshire. Let me show you around. We start at the railway station, but you can get here by road and, if you wish, narrow boat, but we'll come to that later. The name of the town originates from the broad ford crossing the River Avon, and the bridge that we're standing on is a natural focus of the town. The town has many fine examples of architecture from the Saxon, medieval, Tudor, Georgian and Industrial Revolution periods. The town retains many reminders of its dependence on the cloth trade, from the 17th century weavers' cottages to the later mills, which still line the River Avon in the middle of the town. The Saxon church is Bradford on Avon's oldest and perhaps best known building. It's most likely to have been built by the nuns of Shaftesbury Abbey after they acquired the manor of Bradford. At a time of the Viking raids along the south coast, it would represent for them an inland refuge and a place of safety, if needed, for the bones of Edward the Martyr. It's one of the most complete Saxon buildings still in existence. Today, the church is still used as a place of worship by the congregation of Holy Trinity Church as well as other Christian groups. The Church of Holy Trinity Church nearby has its origins in a Saxon minster. The parish and the wider area of North and West Wiltshire have a long history of non-conformity, perhaps stemming from the close connections between Lollardy and the cloth trade. When the town became very wealthy from the cloth trade, work on the church included raising the tower to accommodate a ring of 5 bells as a result. The wide open spaces of Barton Grange Country Park offer all kinds of recreation. Of the many activities in the park, one of the higher profile clubs is the Bradford on Avon Rowing and Canoeing Club. Both the rowing and canoeing sections have active men's and women's squads catering for all ages and abilities. The rowing section also boasts an Olympic champion. Set in the beautiful Barton Farm Country Park, bordered by the River Avon and the Kennet and Avon Canal, is a range of medieval buildings. This area was the grange of the nuns of Shaftesbury Abbey, who had been granted the manor of Bradford by King Ethelred in AD 1001. The tithe barn was built in the mid-14th century and inspires the same sort of awe that one gets from a great cathedral. It's often been used as a setting for several TV dramas, but it still retains the old threshing floors and other features from its agricultural past. At the rear of the tithe barn flows the Kennet and Avon Canal. Originally opened in 1810, the canal runs from Reading to Bristol. The canal is much used by narrowboats, mainly for recreational purposes. Below the lock there are several pubs and cafes on the waterside. One of the deepest locks on the canal is in Bradford on Avon. Boat hire and boat trips are available from the working wharf, and a particularly attractive 1.5-mile stretch to Avon is a popular walk. No pictures here, but Avon could well be the subject of a future video. The upper dock sees most of the canal business which needs water space. However, here you'll find many narrowboats offering trips along the canal. Why not take one? It's a splendid way to complete your visit.